of Turtle Island. No ocean, no life. Welcome back to Ocean News from the Sea. Dr. Walrus, what's the topic for today?
Submarine hot springs.
We have already discussed this topic, haven't we?
But today, we are going to discuss Taiwan's submarine hot springs.
Taiwan is located on the boundary of the Eurasian Plate and the Philippine Sea Plate. This is because plate tectonics has been undergoing. Springs usually are found in places where plate tectonics is active. But there are also submarine hot springs, aren't there?
Of course. Let's take a look at this picture.
This is Turtle Island, Elon.
Exactly. Right here in front of the turtle head, you may see the water is spotless white. This is a spectacle when submarine hot springs erupt onto the sea surface.
Wow, so beautiful. I thought it was surfs on the coast.
The surfs must be quite hot. The water near the submarine hot springs of Turtle Island can reach as high as over 100 degrees Celsius. The pH value of the water not affected by the hot springs is about 8 or so. But the pH value near the submarine hot spring vents can be below 2. So, the water is very acid. Moreover, the hot spring water gushed out contains much sulfur. So, on the seafloor near these hot springs, you may see lots of sulfur mines.
In other words, that is a hot and acid environment.
Although the water at the submarine hot springs are hot and acid, from our edition on submarine hot springs, we know there are still many creatures living in the deep hot spring zone.
There are also large sea creatures here, such as 30 centimeters clams?
I don't think so. No tube worms and mussels which rely on sulfur bacteria have been found either. However, interestingly, at the submarine hot springs of Turtle Island, crabs have been found.
Crabs? In that hot and acid environment?
Really amazing, isn't it? The crabs can resist high temperature and strongly acidified environment. It's called Xenograpsus, testudinatus. This image shows the crabs inhibiting near the hot springs.
It looks funny, but I'm curious about one thing. Since no such creatures like tube worms and mussels exist, what do crabs feed on to survive?
Scientists have found that the hydrothermal vent crabs feed on the bodies of plankton, which have been poisoned by the hot spring. Usually, they hide themselves in the crevices of the submarine sulfur marines. When there are no currents, plankton poisoned by hot springs would drop to the sea floor like snow. At this point, the crabs would turn out in full strength to feast on the big meal given by the hot springs.
Submarine hot springs have created a spectacular and peculiar ecosystem under the sea. They have also nurtured the funny crab, Xenograpsus, testudinatus. In this boundless sea, nothing is too peculiar. No ocean, no life. See you next time.